Hello everyone, I am back again with the CELPIP reading part 3, reading for information. In reading for information, you will read an informational text of 4 paragraphs. The test includes a wide variety of topics relating to everything from human behavior to geography. This text has been written to inform people about a topic they may know nothing about, rather than, for example, to describe something that happened. So let's move further. How part 3 is designed? This is the main question, that how they designed the part 3 of the reading test. Part 3 is designed to see if you can identify newly learned information that has also been rephrased. This type of reading skills is often required at the workplace or in daily life. Sometimes we need to read dry material in order to learn something outside of a school setting. For an example, reading instructions for building furniture or finding information on a website to understand an illness your family member has. How to successfully complete the reading test task 3, which is our main purpose to successfully complete. To successfully complete this section of the reading test, you must appropriately match statements to the text. For each statement, you need to decide which paragraph contains the information given in the statement. Here, your success depends on the size of your vocabulary, combined with your skill at recognizing information that has been written in a completely different way. Occasionally, you may also need to infer things from that you learn in the text. Okay, so let's move. Is task 3 challenging? Yes. Part 3 is especially challenging because there are 4 paragraphs but 5 answer choices. You can choose the fifth answer E if you feel that the information in the statement is not given in the text. It is also challenging because the statements typically express the ideas from the text in a completely different way. So yes, this is a challenging task. Now, this is the example that how task 3 looks. There will be 4 paragraphs and E part is that none is given in the above paragraphs. So how responding to the prompt? Skim the 4 paragraphs to get a general idea of what the main topic for each is. You may wish to use your scrap paper to write down the few words. This will help you decide where to search for specific statements later. Read the question statements and identify the keywords in each. In this example, the keywords are threat and human activity. Mule deer is the topic of the entire passage. Mule deer. So, first of all, you need to identify what the whole passage is talking about. So, here the whole passage is talking about the mule deer. Mule deer is the topic of the entire passage. So, it is not necessarily a keyword. Scan the paragraphs to see if you can locate the one that is most likely to contain the answer. Search for the keywords found in the question statements or look for a parallel term, example words and phrases that have the same meaning, such as synonyms. You can also look for examples related to these keywords. For example, see in the paragraph D, sentence 2. Paragraph D, sentence 2, it talks about automobiles and hunters being a serious threat to mule deer. This is a good example of human activity. So, this is how we knew that paragraph D is the correct answer. Remember that in the official test, there are 9 different statements to understand and locate in the passage, and only 10 minutes are there to do so. Therefore, you need to use your time very wisely. Also, remember that not all the statements will be found in the text. Occasionally, you will need to use choice E. You can also go through the technique of eliminating the wrong answer in this. Like, okay, here on the left side, if you can see the example, decide which paragraph A to D has the information given in the statement below. Select E if the information is not given in any of the paragraphs. Okay, the question is the biggest threat to mule deer comes from human activity. Okay, we will go through the eliminating the wrong answer technique. First of all, paragraph A. Again, read the question. The biggest threat to mule deer comes from human activity. So keep this question in your mind while reading all the paragraphs. We will go one by one. Paragraph A. What this paragraph is talking about? This is about the mule deer's habitat and its relationship with domestic animals. You probably won't find anything here about the interaction with humans. So this will be eliminated. Let's go to the paragraph B. This paragraph, okay, the mule deer's coat is reddish brown in the summer but fades to a grayish brown in the winter. The stomach, neck, nose, brain, and eyes. Okay, start skimming fast. The male deer use their own antlers to wields and the rivals of the opportunity. Okay, so I got to know that this passage describes the animal and how it adapts in different seasons. So it's unlikely you will read about human activity here. So this paragraph will be eliminated. This is incorrect for our answer. Let's move to the paragraph C. Mule deers are browsers that eat leaves, nuts, grains, and twigs. Their taste, okay, who have to be carefully maintain fences around their land throughout the year in the winter when food is scarce. And so on. Okay, this paragraph talks about what the mule deer likes to eat and how this relates to farmers and predators. You might find some mention of human activity, but but keep in mind the paragraph does not talk about the threat to the animal. So this paragraph will also be eliminated. So what will be the answer? D or E? So when you will read the answer D, when you will read the paragraph D, you will find your answer that D is the answer. Practice reading short text and passages about unfamiliar topics in limited time periods. Give yourself a time period that in this particular time you have to read this much of passage and you have to find out those answers, try to make questions and answer yourself. Train yourself to be able to recognize 3 or 4 pieces of information in each paragraph within that time. Your skimming and scanning skills will help you to do this quickly. This I always says, and keep this in your mind while performing your reading test, that again and again I will say skimming and scanning is very important. Okay. And yes, this one is the example which you can try it yourself. Hmm. Okay, these are the vocabulary words for your help. If you are not able to understand some particular word, I almost have mentioned over here. And the tips, which are most important, which I again and again provided to you. This task is very simple because you just need to match the questions with the right paragraph. So there should be no complication in your mind about what you have to do. It's very simple, right? However, it is very challenging also because you have only 10 minutes to answer the questions. For this task, it is very important to have a strategy, and strategy is skimming and scanning skills. If you read the whole passage, you will probably forget which information is in which paragraph. If you read the question first, you will probably forget them because they are a bit hard to understand. So, in my opinion, the best strategy best strategies to use is to read the first paragraph, then scan the questions to see if any information matches. Probably one or two questions will match with that paragraph. Then read the next paragraph and do the same thing. It will get easier and easier each time because some of the questions have already been answered. By the time you get to the last paragraph, you should only have one or two questions left. Remember, E is also an option. No paragraph has the information, then E will be the option. So after you have finished reading the last paragraph and answering the questions, if there are still unanswered questions, you can just put E. And these are the answers if you want to perform this particular paragraph. And it's better for you to perform because you will actually evaluate yourself when you perform somewhere. And yes, please comment below in the comment section how you liked my video. Have you gained something? And yes, any idea or any demand of yours on particular information will surely provide you with that particular information. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you.